What is up, guys? It's Take a Look here, bringing you back to another, well, not back to, I suppose, bringing you a Raw review for the 18th for the 7th, 2016. First of all, apologies for the weird face and shit. It's fucking hot as hell. And unfortunately, you can't teach that, or you can't teach the sun to be cold, whatever. But I'm bringing you the Raw review for last night's show. Sorry it's a bit late. I'm extremely tired. I'm actually not good. You can probably tell, look. Yeah, fucking hell, you really can. I haven't gone to sleep since Raw finished last night. Long Dick Sham was meant to be alongside me during this prediction. Well, not prediction. Fucking... The fucker's actually like sleeping. I don't know what the fuck he's doing, but basically, this is just, you know, a bit of friendly banter. This review probably won't be, you know, in the most vested of steeds, as me and Sham have been up all night. We should have probably done it beforehand, but life issues have stopped us from doing that. So without further ado, let's actually jump into the main Raw review and let's talk about it. So we actually start off with Stephanie McMahon walking in the ring. Lillian Garcia announces Steph as the new general manager of Raw. And as she goes to welcome the crowd to Monday Night Raw, Shane McMahon's music, he dances round to the ramp and basically says, well, you won't be missed on SmackDown, pretty much. Raw will have the Cruiserweight division, Stephanie Fires, back. And they're going a bit back and forth until they, you know, until they announce their general managers. And out to a big pop comes Mick Foley, who actually was more of a swerve, was more of a surprise than who, you know, than who was the SmackDown general manager. But we'll get on to that in a minute. Shamus is making himself somewhat alive. You might as well have stayed in bed, son, because you're not fit to do this review. You're fucked up. But do whatever you want to do. But so pretty much, Mick Foley comes out. He likens the new era to the Attitude Era. Says how, you know, change was in the air and all that shit. And I really do have to apologize for the major processing fucking heat coming off this computer at the moment. That's a fucking 3.2 gigahertz processor right there, man. And it can't handle what the fuck I'm doing at the minute. That's crazy. I'm trying to prepare something for the draft later on. Let's hope that that doesn't fuck up. But with that being said, Mick Foley is the Raw general manager. Let's just jump right into that and say it's a good appointment. It's something different. I genuinely feared they would go as principals, having Triple H as Stephanie's general manager. That does leave Triple H to sneak attack, obviously a babyface, or even become a babyface himself at some point in the very near future. So then Shane McMahon introduces his SmackDown general manager, and well, pretty damn much to the amazement of no one, Daniel Bryan, well, to the amazement of everyone, to the happiness, I mean, it was spoiled, obviously. Daniel Bryan is the new SmackDown general manager. And then, opening shots fired. Shane McMahon basically wraps up the promo by saying to Stephanie, the only reason you have stayed relevant, or the only thing you have done to remain relevant, is to marry a WWE superstar, which is, of course, Triple H. It was a pretty good opening segment, better than what I expected. To be honest with you, I expected them to drag out the whole general manager bullshit like for the whole night. I'm glad they got it out of the way quickly, and it served to be a decent show because of it. Next up, we have Sami Zayn and Cesaro versus Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho. Owens and Jericho make a hell of a good tag. The one thing I will say about this match, I love Cesaro, so please don't take that as a criticism. But those uppercuts he was doing during this contest looked fake as hell. And unfortunately for Cesaro, you can teach that. I mean, I could tell that they were hitting the chest or barely the chin. Like, they were hitting here, man. Like, I don't know if you can see, but they were hitting like here, literally. And the uppercuts are meant to hit here, man. Like, But no, that was not good. But you know, it was a good old match. I mean, there was one beautiful moment where Sami Zayn reversed Kevin Owens' pop-up powerbomb into like this beautiful drop kick, and it was amazing. The end of the match actually came when Cesaro looks to do the Cesaro swing. Owens breaks it up. Zayn tags himself in. Then Jericho proceeds to roll up Sami Zayn, but Zayn reverses it into a pinning combination of his own for the 3 count. I admit I wanted the heels to win this because I'm a mark, but it is what it is, man. I mean, bruv, you can't find 4 better wrestlers, 4 better pure wrestlers than those 4 on the WWE roster today. And that went brilliantly, I would say, for what it was worth. Although it has to be said that you do get the feeling that WWE were playing it safe with this Raw. Like, anything that's going to happen for the landscape of WWE, and obviously this does seem like a given, will be tonight at the draft. You know, they were playing it safe. They didn't want to mess up too much. They didn't want to take too many risks. And I suppose that was the way of doing it. There were a lot of tag team matches, and we'll get to as we go through the show. Backstage, we do see Stephanie McMahon, and she finds Daniel Bryan and says he just won't go away. He's like a Chucky doll from, I don't know, from fucking Chucky or whatever. Daniel Bryan tells her, you know, he's happy she spent the time away making up new names to call him instead of Goatface. And yeah, that was pretty much. Daniel Bryan don't care what Stephanie calls him. I mean, as long as you don't get slapped in the face, right, Daniel? Okay, that was crazy. Now, transitioning into something even more crazy, and I am so sorry, man. I don't know why this processor is so loud. But we had Darren Young with Bob Backlund. Don't forget about Bob Backlund. We're going to make Darren Young great again. Versus Del Rio. And this one was crazy. Darren Young actually got in some offense here. Obviously, Del Rio did dominate a bit, but the Miz was on commentary here. And without mentioning too much, Miz actually got on the apron in the end. Young tries to show him, but misses. Del Rio gets the fucking schoolboy from behind. Probably has enough to get the 3 count. The referee is caught up getting the Miz off the apron. Del Rio gets pissed at that. Gets in the Miz face. Darren Young grabs him from behind, rolls him up, and proceeds to get the victory. They really are trying to make Darren Young great again. And I, for one, look, I'm not going to jump on the bandwagon and say that you know, I am extremely pleased about Darren Young's push. No, I'm not going to say that. I'm not going to get hyped on that. I'm not going to go crazy. What I am going to say is that I'm enjoying a new, fresh bit of crazy in the WWE. Do I think Darren Young will win the Intercontinental title at what is it, Battleground, I believe? No. I know, but do you know what? I would be happy if he did, because as much as I like The Miz, and I feel, no, I don't like The Miz, but as much as I appreciate The Miz, that would be a better way of saying it. As much as I appreciate The Miz and his current heel gimmick, and how not defending the title and not being on TV and not, you know, filming movies and all of that shit, all of that kind of stuff, right? I get how it furthers a heel champion, particularly an egotistical one, but I am a fan of the fact that the belt should be defended all of the time, or, you know, fuck me, that if you don't defend the belt in 30 days thing really should be made more official. But that is that. So, do I think Darren Young will win the Intercontinental title? No. Would I be extremely upset if he did? No. Do I think the Intercontinental title needs to be used more? Yes, it needs to eventually be won by fucking Cesaro, like I've been saying for ages. But hopefully that will come in due time. John Cena then hits the ring and basically does his current promo. He's like, yeah, Battleground is this Sunday and all this will happen. And I'll take on the club. And Enzo and Cass then come out. They called the club a bunch of herbs. I don't know, man. I don't know, man. This was just cringeworthy for me. I mean, I know some people would find it funny, but John Cena, you know, he was stopping us and saying, "Oh, what are you doing? All you're doing is spitting out punchlines and all this." And you know, he has no idea what's happening now. And they need to get serious for the match and all that bullshit. Come on, man. I know John Cena's promos had a hint of being too scripted there, man. It was crazy. John, you fucking are a doctor of fucking omics. That talent don't go away. That fucking pop culture knowledge don't go away. You know exactly what they were doing. How you doing, John? Please, man, don't listen to the shit that Kevin Dunn is putting in your ear or what creative's writing for you. Do your own words. Your own words. Your own thoughts. How you doing? Your own wants. How you doing? Your own needs. How you doing? Just take care of yourself. How you doing? But apparently they weren't doing all that great because just as the cast is about to call the club soft, they obviously come out because they don't want to get called soft. Styles then tells Cena that, you know, teaming up with Enzo and Cass is setting himself up for failure. Anderson then cleverly points out that they have no chemistry and that the club does have chemistry. They put over the chance that they have no chance in hell of, you know, defeating them. And then the New Day interrupt them. Styles asks why the hell they out here. Shouldn't they be hiding from Bray Wyatt? They say any normal man would be afraid of Bray Wyatt, which I suppose is a valid point, but they are not normal men. And then they get into this whole thing where Kofi Kingston really does ask Cena, like, if he really don't understand. He says he don't, and then they start naming Pokemon, which I guess was kind of cool, but I don't know, it's crazy. The Wyatt family then interrupts, and it does set up the previously advertised 12-man tag team match. Now, before we actually get in to all of this, it is too much to describe. I'm going to say that this match was good in the sense that every team did get their offense in. However, the finish was a bit weird. I don't know. Did it protect anyone? Did it not? I don't really know. It's one of them things where, you know, I said they were playing it safe earlier, and they did. They you know, they had their matches planned out. They didn't want anyone to get fucked up or anyone be made to look weak. And I suppose they didn't, because everyone did look strong at points throughout the match. But, you know, I didn't like the ending. The New Day and the Wyatt family battled off to the back. Styles then sets up Enzo Amore for the Styles clash. Enzo does reverse it, but he accidentally clotheslines Cena, and then Styles hits the clash again for the victory. Now, I will say the ending was creative, but did I like that the New Day and the Wyatts ran off randomly? No, I didn't. I feel like they should have just brawled on the outside. Hell, I would have been more happy if this ended in a double disqualification brawl and we just went to break with everyone fucking up everyone. You got to show the need, the passion, the determination to fight. The Wyatts are trying to take the New Day's spot, threaten their very existence. The same with the club. The club wants to wipe Cena into oblivion, basically. They want to fuck him up. They want to put him on the shelf. How you doing? They want to put him on the shelf. How you doing? They want to take him to the fucking GPs. How you doing? They want to get him in the hospital. How you doing? They want to give him a colonoscopy. How you doing? You get the fucking point, man. Like, they just want to make sure that guy is completely fucked. They want to beat up John Cena, which I suppose is a new hashtag now. I've seen it, but I don't get it. I'm gonna eat my lunch. I'm gonna do this review for you guys. Then I'm gonna go sleep, or maybe order a takeaway. Then I'm gonna beat up John Cena. Then I'm gonna wake up again. Then I'm gonna do my draft predictions. Then I'm gonna beat up John Cena. Then I'm gonna watch SmackDown. How you doing? Then I'm gonna beat up John Cena. How you doing? Whatever, man. I suppose all these different things going on in WWE at the moment is just a bit too crazy, but it was good again. That's what I can't knock. I can't knock that it was good. It was a bit long, and because of so many competitors, it was hard. You know, it was hard not lose interest, but it was hard to keep track of what was what. Big Cass looked like a monster in that match, though. I must say that. Well, that deserves its own independent little thing. WWE definitely do want to push him hard. Backstage, we see Mick Foley. He's talking to Breezango for some reason. Shane walks up to him and says, "Dude, on the level, why the fuck did you accept Stephanie's job offer?" You know, and it's a good point, but Mick Foley, he says a good point back. He's like, "Dude, I know she's a bitch. I know she's crazy, but she has passion and drive and has talents and, you know, all of that." Mick walks away. Shane tells him to have a nice day. So it's really weird. You got Stephanie the heel and fucking the commissioner, Mick Foley. Now, are they just putting Foley in so he can get mugged off by Triple H at some point? That is what worries me. I suppose I do have to point out that Baron Corbin did have a match against Sin Cara, I believe. He hit the end of days, and after the match, Kalisto tries to make the save, but he gets fucked up as well. Way to bury your former United States champion, WWE. Are we meant to forget that this guy beat fucking, you know, Del Rio a couple of times and beat fucking Ryback? Then again, you did just have Darren Young beat Del Rio. I mean, I don't know what you're trying to do with Baron Corbin, man. It's a bit too late to try and save. Well, it's not too late, but fuck me, you put him in so many matches with Dolph Ziggler, man. All right, he won the Andre Memorial Battle Royal at WrestleMania. That was great. But then you put him against fucking Dolph Ziggler on Raw. How you doing? On the fucking SmackDown. How you doing? On Raw again. How you doing? On the pre-show of fucking Payback. How you doing? On Raw again. How you doing? On SmackDown again. How you doing? On fucking what? Was it Payback? Was it Extreme Rules? How you doing? Was it fucking Money in the Bank pre-show? Probably. How you fucking doing, Baron Corbin? And the answer is you're not doing well, my son. You should, mate, you'll be the lone wolf in the fucking unemployment section for fucking WWE superstars, judging by like how many fucking rumored competitors they are coming back for this draft. So many people will be coming back while Baron Corbin will be following fucking, I don't know, John Laurinaitis out the fucking door for whatever reason. But no, Kalisto just got mugged off, though. I mean, okay, let's be serious for a minute. It does seem like they are trying to push Corbin, so we'll see how it goes. Sasha Banks and Becky Lynch versus Charlotte and Dana Brooke. Banks and Lynch they basically do own this match. It is all good. And it didn't go long, which I was annoyed about, because these four, well, actually, sorry, three. Sorry, Dana. I mean, I know I think his bitch I've seen. Is that harsh? I mean, she did leave pictures. I don't know. But how you doing? I don't know. How you doing, Dana? I don't know. Call me. But fucking, I don't know, man. It's just crazy shit. Like Dana Brooke would call me anyway. I don't want Dana Brooke to call me anyway, actually. She's fucking too muscly for my life. Sorry, Dana, but off topic. Basically, Natalia attacks Becky Lynch. There are 3 calls for the belt. I suppose it does further the fucking fact that, you know, Natalia and Becky, then as Natalia walks away, Charlotte and Dana Brooke then begin their beatdown of fucking, if I can remember, Sasha Banks. Good God, I almost forgot Sasha Banks' name. It would have been the perfect time for Bayley to make her debut. That may happen tonight, or they may hold it off until the actual pay-per-view itself, which is in the world. But come on, man, it's Bayley, as her Twitter handle says. We literally want Bayley. It's Bayley. Come on, dudes. We've waited too long. I'll have a fucking Survivor Bayley in WWE Supercard before fucking Bayley arrives in WWE at this rate. How you doing? What you doing behind me? You're fucking weird. We can't go bathroom in the middle of a Raw. I'm not trying. How you doing, man? This guy is going on a bathroom break. Well, fucking crazy bastard. Anyway, You know my Raw review, but fuck it. Live TV, you can't do anything about it. But I suppose, I don't know, man. It's just crazy. The only notable thing about the match itself, the fucking Charlotte gave Sasha Banks a wedgie that basically showed off her arse or whatever. But whatever way you want to do it. Sheamus and Rusev versus Dolph Ziggler and Zack Ryder. I don't know, man. Ziggler, when you're in a match with Zack Ryder, like, and no disrespect to Ryder, I do like Ryder, but when you're the one that gets pinned, when you're on Zack Ryder's team, when you're getting pinned instead of Zack Ryder, you know your shit has hit the fan. You know you're in shit. How you doing? You know you're up shit street without a fucking paddle. How you doing? You know you're in the fucking, I don't know, the crap zone. How you doing? I don't know. I've got into Amore on the fucking brain. It's probably not even that funny, but no, seriously, man. Ziggler's career is fucked. I thought you were going bathroom. Go to the bathroom then.
No, I was just with the Raw review with you.
You're going to need to fucking do a lot more, because if you get these draft predictions wrong, you're going to need to eat another thing.
I know.
No, but seriously, all right. So you've risen from the dead,
Yes.
right? Dolph Ziggler's career is not going to rise from the dead like Sheamus did just now. I fucking did. This guy was behind me, very close to me. What the fuck are you doing, man? But seriously, career is dead now. Yes, no.
Yes.
Well, there you go. Even Ziggler's career dead, and this guy just woke up from a fucking paternal coma, right? How you on the level? If you're fucking in a match with Zack Ryder and you get fucking submitted instead of Zack Ryder, how you doing, Ziggler? I'll see you in TNA Impact. Oh my god, it's Nikki Ziggles or something like that. Fuck, I can't wait until he's going TNA. I don't know. Backstage, Daniel Bryan finds Mick Foley. They say, listen, we don't want a war, man, but we're going to enter a war. I respect you, bro. I respect you, bro. How you doing? That was basically all like that. It was a pretty good fucking segment. And Raw itself was pretty good until this. And I know I'm going to get hate for this. The match itself was brilliant, but hear me out. How you doing? So we have Rollins versus Ambrose, and eventually Rollins does get the upper hand, but now Ambrose dominates for a bit of the early going of the match. Now, there was kicks, there was small packages, there was near falls, and oh my god, I was so happy to see Seth Rollins hit the sling blade. It is in his 2K16 moveset, and I almost have an orgasm, how you doing, when superstar actually does a move that they actually have in their 2K16 or whatever 16 or whatever 2K moveset they have at the time. How you doing? I used to get the same when I used to see Jericho wear the same tights he had in SmackDown Know Your Role. I've always been OCD like that. How you doing, man? And when he wore those fucking red tights back in the day, and I used to see them on TV, and I used to be like, Mom, he wears those tights in the game, you know? I felt like the game was so up to date, and I suppose old habits do die hard in that respect. But unfortunately, Ambrose does kick out. Both men go crazy. Ambrose is first to his feet. They land all cool moves and shit. Rollins picks up Ambrose at one point and power bombs him into the barricade, back into the ring for a 2 count. Off of Frog Splash. He should have done the Phoenix Splash, but it is what it is. I don't know, man. Now, first problem here, and I don't know if I should discuss the whole match first and then go on to problems, but I will just say my one problem. You cannot go to commercial in the middle of a fucking WWE title match. How are you doing? Shall I tell you how I'm doing? Not good. I wanted to see the title match. How are you doing? I wanted to see the end of the match. How are you doing? I wanted to see the conclusion. How are you doing? I wanted to see the adulation. How are you doing? I didn't want to see an illusion. How are you doing? I wanted to feel the adulation. How are you doing? And I need to stop fucking drinking Coke or fucking Tango. What drink did we get? Tango. How are you doing? Not Fanta. How are you doing? Not 7-Up. How are you doing? Not Pepsi. How are you doing? Not anything. Tango. Not even Apple Tango. how you doing? But fucking, I needed that show. I'd die, right? But no, it was crazy how much Rollins actually to get the fucking point, yeah? Oh my God, to get the point across that we needed it. And I will say one thing. Somebody finally reverses that stupid fucking rebound clothesline that Dean Ambrose does. He tried to fucking clothesline Seth, and Seth Rollins reversed it, and it was sweet, man. For once, you can actually believe these guys actually do know each other in the ring. Like, Seth Rollins knew that rebound clothesline was coming, just like when fucking Ambrose knew what Seth was going to do. For the psychology is great. You can't underestimate that fact, ladies and gentlemen. It's like when John Cena does his comeback sequence. Okay, we know you fucking need to do it, John. But come on, man. Well, why does everyone have to go for that half-assed clothesline? Shoulder block. How you doing? Duck. Fake-ass clothesline. How you doing? Spin out powerbomb. You can't see me. Why? Why do you try and clothesline John Cena? You know he's gonna fucking duck you and do that spin out powerbomb. How you doing, man? Everyone knows that. And thank God Rollins was smart enough to dodge the fucking typical Ambrose spot. But I suppose it is what it is. I like the psychology. It was really good. You know, it's crazy. Okay, so Ambrose, the match actually ends when Seth Rollins tries to superplex Dean Ambrose. He doesn't quite. He gets into the referee. Rollins gets back on the top rope, does hit the superplex this time. And, you know, they did that typical spot where both men's shoulders were down kind of thing. They count the 3, 1, 2, 3. And eventually, like, there's all this fucking... he's bloody convinced that, you know, that fucking... he won the match. Eventually, Seth Rollins is declared the winner by Stephanie McMahon and leaves Raw with the title after Stephanie announcing him as the new champion. Great finish to Raw, right? Except no, they did that typical fucking screw job finish. Now, I get that fucking Vince put Stephanie and Shane in charge of Raw up until when the draft is, but Raw's going to be Stephanie's after this week. So what Stephanie says goes, surely, right? I mean, okay, Raw was great, and it's disappointing that Seth Rollins isn't actually the WWE champion. Let me fill you in, and this is what pisses me off on the level. Enough of the playing around and all the how you doing stuff and all the fun, you know, hyper stuff, because I feel happy today, so... well, I feel like I'm almost happy because I'm going to go to sleep in a minute. But, dude, seriously, you fucked over all the fans that didn't have the WWE Network. Because basically on the WWE Network afterwards, there was this fucking aftermath kind of thing where they looked at replays. Shane said Ambrose won, where you could have spoke up when Raw was actually on Shane. And Stephanie said fucking Rollins won, and the referee looked at the replays and they did the typical both men's shoulders were down on the mat and thus and still you're WWE champion. And I'll speak about that in a second. It will go into my draft prediction video. But no, Dean Ambrose, right? And damn, Ambrose then fucking ends up hitting dirty deeds on Rollins. Okay, I'm going to just say briefly, because otherwise it will turn into a rant, and this video will go from probably a 20 to 30 minute review to probably like an hour, just an extra 30 minutes ranting. Don't fuck people over who don't have the WWE Network. It's not cool. I know $9.99 is not a lot of money per month, like literally it's probably about £3 a week or something like that, but some people don't have £3 a week. Just fucking announce it on Raw. They watch your TV show. Announce it on Raw, man. It was like an extra 2 minutes. And don't tell me USA will get pissed that you overran. Because even though Raw gets shit ratings in comparison to actual fucking wrestling shows from back in the day, like they used to draw like fucking 3.5, 4.0, 4.5, 5 point whatever, Fucking hell, I even knew one wrestling show back in the day that fucking drew 8.0 or something like that. I think Rory's Owen drew something. It may have been 7 point something. God rest his soul. God bless Owen Hart. But fucking the USA Network, Raw is one of the fucking biggest fucking draws for them because it is a very focused demographic, wrestling fans, and thus they will always get viewers. They will always get viewers. The only exception to the rule, excuse me, very sorry for yawning. I mean, it was going to come eventually, but no, you know, the exception to the rule being the holiday episodes like the July 4th and shit, but even that didn't fucking perform too badly on the grand scale of things. So just go over the extra 10 minutes. What are you doing, WWE? Sort yourself out. It wasn't good practice. It was rather silly, in my opinion. What I will think will happen, though, it's the impetus to create a new World Heavyweight Championship. And before I let you awesome people go, I will just say this. That whole thing was used as an impetus to create a new WWE Championship. I don't know if you've noticed, but the WWE World Heavyweight Championship has suddenly stopped being referred to as the WWE World Heavyweight Championship. Instead, it's now just called the WWE Championship, which tells me that if you split up the WWE World Heavyweight Championship, what do you get? You get the WWE Championship, and what do you get from what is left over? The World Heavyweight Championship. That will be created on SmackDown, if not tonight, with a Battle Royal or some shit, then possibly next week on SmackDown. SmackDown's live now, people. For the first time in years, they've given us what certain wrestling fans, such as myself, have been clamoring since Undertaker ruled SmackDown in 2004, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. How are you doing? 10, 11, 12? No, not 12, but fucking the guy ruled it for years, man. He was like SmackDown's main draft pick. Actually, I was watching a video earlier on with Shamus pointing to me that Undertaker was picked draft to Raw. Realistically, because he's in with Ric Flair around WrestleMania X8, but Shamus pointed out it could have been because he loved the blue brand of SmackDown so much. SmackDown was good. Eddie Guerrero, and as much as I hate to admit it, and as much heat as I'm going to get for it, I'm going to say it because at a pure wrestling perspective, guys, hands up, don't hate me, but I am going to say it. Eddie Guerrero, Chris Benoit, Rey Mysterio, Edge, Kane, Undertaker, fucking even the Mexicals. Jesus Christ, man. Shelton Benjamin, fucking even the Divas were okay. Ashley, Christy Hemme, Tori Wilson, Melina. Fucking it was good, man. JBL. Like, SmackDown was good. It's going live, people. And we are going to see tonight just how much effort they're going to put onto it and how much it really means to them. If John Cena and one more top star go to SmackDown, like if Seth Rollins and John Cena go to SmackDown, I'm not sure that AJ Styles falls into that bracket yet. Although apparently Vince is very high on him. We'll see how it goes. But they finally got the chance to make SmackDown something good again. They finally got the chance to bring it back to the level that it was. And before this does turn into a draft preview, spoilers, predictions, whatever, thoughts basically, I'm going to end it there. But all this talk, fucking Darren Young great again, while I'm enjoying that briefly, it is really time, and I'm looking at the camera when I say this, WWE, it is time to make SmackDown great again. Give me the SmackDown I remember. Give me the SmackDown that was actually worth staying up to fucking 1 a.m. in the UK to watch on Friday nights, even though there was fucking spoilers available. Give me the SmackDown that I'd even tune into once I've read the spoilers, just to see how Undertaker tombstone Vicky, or how fucking Edge fucking, I don't know, speared Kane through a fucking set or something like that, or anything like that. Fucking hell. Give me Deuce and Domino. Give me fucking Sherry. Give me Shelton Benjamin. Give me Jimmy Wang Yang. Give me fucking Chuck Palumbo. Give me, actually not Chuck Palumbo, screw that. But give me anything that makes me want to watch SmackDown again. Give me Kurt fucking Angle. How you doing? But honestly, all jokes aside, WWE have got a chance here. Just give me back the SmackDown I love. For a few years, SmackDown was better than Raw. Let's do it. Let's make SmackDown great again.